Waking up in total darkness just felt impossible. I used to slam the snooze button over and over, dreading the cold, the gloom, and the sheer effort of it all. My energy was zero before the day even began. The idea of climbing out of my warm bed into the dark was exhausting. I was irritable, withdrawn, and my get-up-and-go was completely gone. Sound familiar? It's a feeling a lot of us get, and it's often tied to seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, is a type of depression that hits when the seasons change. But that all changed for me when I stopped fighting winter and started working with it. I stumbled upon a simple 10-minute routine that I now swear by every single morning. I want to be clear, this isn't a magic cure, and it's definitely not a replacement for professional help if you're truly struggling. Think of it as a toolkit for a better morning. It's a series of small, easy steps that have genuinely changed how I feel during the darker months. So today, I am going to walk you through exactly what I do to get my mood and energy back on track. The very first thing I do, and honestly, this is a game changer, has to do with light. When my alarm goes off, I do not hit snooze. Snoozing just drags out the pain. Instead, I immediately turn on my sunrise alarm clock. It's a lamp that slowly gets brighter before the alarm even goes off, kind of like a personal sunrise. It's a much gentler way to wake up when it's still pitch black outside. But you don't need a fancy lamp for this next part. I get out of bed, walk straight to my window, and throw open the blinds. All the way, even on the darkest, cloudiest mornings, you'd be surprised how much natural light can still get in. This isn't just a feel-good trick, there's real science here. Our bodies run on an internal clock called a circadian rhythm, which controls our sleep, energy, and mood. And that clock is massively influenced by light. When that morning light hits your eyes, it sends a signal to your brain to ease up on melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy, and start the wake up and be alert process. Now, is the light from a cloudy window the same as clinical light therapy? No, for moderate to severe SAD. Doctors often recommend using a special 10,000 lux light box for about 30 minutes in the morning, which is a very effective first-line treatment. Think of opening your blinds as a way to support your body's natural rhythm, while a light box is a more powerful, targeted tool. Getting that dose of natural light helps reset your internal clock, which is a huge step toward feeling more human again. Okay, my brain has gotten the memo that the day has started. Next up, my body. I head to the kitchen and pour a huge glass of water, sometimes with a squeeze of lemon. After 8 hours of sleep, you're naturally dehydrated, and dehydration alone can cause fatigue and brain fog. So, drinking water first thing is a super simple way to fire up your metabolism and energy from the inside. This is also when I take my vitamin D supplement. They call it the sunshine vitamin because our skin makes it from sunlight. In the winter, with short days and grey skies, a lot of us don't get enough. Studies have shown a link between low vitamin D levels and symptoms of depression. Of course, you absolutely have to talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement to get the right dose for you. For me, pairing it with my morning water has made it a habit I never break. While the research is mixed on whether vitamin D can treat SAD on its own, making sure you're not deficient is a smart move for your overall well-being in the winter. Hydrated. Check. Now, it's time to gently wake up the body with some movement. And let me be very clear, this is not a grueling, high-intensity workout. The goal isn't to burn a ton of calories, it's just to get your blood flowing and reconnect with your body. When you feel low, the thought of an intense workout can be completely overwhelming. This is the opposite. This is being kind to yourself. I'll just roll out a mat and do a few simple stretches. A couple of cat-cow poses to wake up my spine, some slow neck rolls, a gentle forward fold. I try to sync my breath with the movement, inhaling to create space, exhaling to release tension. The whole thing takes maybe 3 minutes. This does 2 amazing things at once. First, any physical activity, even light stretching, is a proven mood booster that helps release feel-good chemicals like endorphins. Second, moving slowly and mindfully pulls you out of your head and into your body. So much of the winter blues is being stuck in a spiral of negative thoughts. This quiets that noise and gives you a small sense of control. And speaking of being kind to your body and mind, an essential part of my wellness journey has been finding tools that support me beyond this morning routine. If you're looking for ways to continue this practice of self-care throughout your day, I highly recommend checking out the wellness app, Better Sleep. They have an incredible library of guided meditations, calming soundscapes, and sleep stories that have been invaluable for managing my stress and improving my sleep quality, which is another huge factor in combating seasonal mood changes. Consistent sleep is just as important as a consistent morning routine. They have a special offer for my viewers, so I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to explore how it can support your mental well-being this season. Now that my body is awake, I give my mind a little attention. I sit down with a notebook for what I call one-sentence journaling. The idea of filling a blank page can be intimidating when you're feeling down, so I just write one single sentence. My favorite prompts are, today, I will focus on ... or one thing I am looking forward to is ... double quotes. This tiny habit is inspired by a technique used in cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, which helps people reframe negative thought patterns. When you wake up with that sense of dread, your brain is already listing all the hard things ahead. By forcing yourself to find one small, positive thing, you're actively redirecting your focus. It could be as simple as, today, I will focus on how good my first cup of coffee tastes, or I'm looking forward to listening to my favorite podcast on my commute. It doesn't have to be life-changing. It's just about planting a tiny seed of positivity before the negativity can completely take over. For the final minute, I make myself a warm, comforting drink. Again, we're not making a gourmet breakfast here. It's one last, simple act of self-care. My go-to is usually a cup of green tea or some warm water with lemon and ginger. As I make it, I try to stay in the moment. I listen to the kettle, feel the warmth of the mug in my hands, and breathe in the steam. It's another little pocket of peace. It's common to have intense cravings for carbs and sugary foods when you have SAD, which can lead to energy slumps later. Starting with something healthy like this sets a better tone for my food choices for the rest of the day. This warm drink is the perfect transition from the quiet of my morning routine to the start of my workday. It's a moment to pause, take one last deep breath, and feel like I've already accomplished something good for myself. And that's it. 10 minutes. That's the simple scaffolding that has totally transformed my winters. It's not about having some perfect, Instagram-worthy morning. It's about creating an achievable routine that can support you, especially on the days you feel your absolute lowest. The real secret is consistency. Each little step, the light, the water, the movement, the journaling, the warm drink, builds on the last one, creating a positive ripple effect through your whole day. But I want to be really clear one last time. If you're struggling, please know you are not alone. SAD is a real form of major depression, and it's not a weakness, it's a biological response. If your symptoms feel overwhelming or are lasting a long time, please talk to a doctor or a mental health professional about treatments that can help, like therapy or medication. This routine is an amazing tool to have in your corner, but it doesn't have to be your only one. My challenge to you is to just try this for 1 week. 10 minutes. Make it your own. Switch it up, but give yourself that gift. Let me know in the comments what your biggest struggle is during the winter. Sharing what we're going through is one of the best ways to fight that feeling of isolation. Be kind to yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.